Bonjour, mon ami. Bienvenue la France. I am the Angry Chameleon here at Circuit Paul Ricard. 21 corners of over 5.8 kilometres of hypnotising track. We are here, folks. League of Ireland Tier 1 Round 5. Back for another week of amazing racing. And with me in the commentary box today is Why Not See, or aka Madkip. Welcome.
Thanks, Chameleon. Thanks for the intro. Yeah, Why Not See here for the fifth round here in Paul Ricard. Hoping for a good race,
Absolutely.
good qualifying. I expect it to be very fast track. So yeah,
It's absolutely great to have you here. Talk to me about this track. It's a bit of a strange track, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an odd enough track. It's if you're a spectator watching actual Formula One, it's probably not the best race to be watching. But yeah, like it's mainly a test track. Was used. Its history was mainly a test track. It was used in the early 70s and 80s, early Formula One. But now it's been brought back on again, and yeah, it's quite tight and twisty in sections. Very quick in other sections. Got some great corners in it. Great corners in the middle sector. Yeah, so yeah.
It's definitely a track that some people. It's a Marmite track, isn't it? It's love or hate. Jay Byrne, welcome.
Yeah, it is.
Farnham, welcome to the show. Yeah, why do people hate it so much? Why is there a selection of people that hate it?
I don't know. As a spectator watching it in Formula One, I think it can be a bit boring. You know what I mean?
But as a driver, talk to me as a driver. Why do drivers not like this track?
I don't know. I actually don't mind it as a track. I actually learned this track on ACC, and you're in GT3 cars less downforce. It's not too bad. But in Formula One 2020, I found it's great. You've so much grip. Like you're coming into Sings at the end of the Minstrel Straight, and then you come into Le Bossier, which is probably one of the best corners on the track. You've so much grip going into it, so it's actually not too bad in this game. And I quite enjoyed it, but I can see why. Like I do struggle on a one lap pace on this, so yeah, it's probably just the corners, the fast entry speeds, trying to hit every apex. It's tough to put this lap together. So
I think we'll see as we go through the comments that a lot of drivers actually don't like racing this. We have Ushin now, who's starting his hot lap on medium tyres. That's an interesting strategy, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder what they do. I assume there's no weather or rain or anything like that to worry about. I haven't seen anything like
people
that.
can let us know about the rain or what the weather might be like. Irish Gary loves France. Vin says the track was better in 2019. But I spoke to Ushin earlier on today, and he says he feels like it's been a poor season for him, but he's having a positive attitude for tonight, and he actually has an interesting strategy. He said that he's dying to try out, and here we see him on medium tyres. So this is his strategy. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think it's good. You might as well try it now. See how you go. See what the lap time compares in the first 100 fast laps that we go through. So interesting to see where he is in the pecking order after the first round goes through.
Most definitely will. He said he's hoping for a 7th place. Now his fuel box is going off there as we speak, so he's obviously carrying a low payload out there, hoping for one lap.
Yeah.
As he comes around sector 3 now. He's the first out of the pits, first to record a time. He's given himself a little bit of time to test it, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, look.
Here we go, down the final straight. Oh. A 129.376. It's not a bad banker, is it?
No, it's not bad, especially on the mediums. I'd expect he was thinking he'd probably be coming into this. I thought he'd probably be wanting to be a bit higher. So I don't know. Maybe he thinks he has a better strategy.
Gisler takes a 128.3 on the soft tyres. So I'd be expecting to see 127 around here. Will you? There we go. 127 from Sully.
Oh yeah,
fantastic stuff. 127.8. Tiger Roll in third. Seabucks jumps up to 128.8. I spoke to Sully earlier on today, who's now currently in pole position, and Sully said that Mayo Man should lead this from the beginning, as he likes outdoor tracks. I don't know what that means. You know, all tracks are outdoors, but maybe he means unwalled tracks.
Yes, maybe. Yeah, there's plenty of room for giving this track now. You know, the track limits are tight enough, but if you go off and spin, chances are you probably won't hit a barrier.
Exactly, yeah. And he says he hopes to beat Limo Ireland today, who I'm looking at, who's in second place, 127.9. Limo is the, I refer to him as the people's champ, isn't he?
Yeah. You gave him a roaring praise last week, and he seemed to push later. So hoping for more of the same in this type of track as well, fast and flowy track. So
Yeah.
hoping to see the same.
He's obviously won my heart, and I hope to see a great race from him. He said to me earlier on today, he's looking at a P2, because Slater will probably get the better from here, but he's ready to pounce on any mistake that Slater makes. So that's going to be very interesting as the race goes on.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, Slater hasn't come out of the pits, hasn't registered a time yet. He's on his outlap now, so he's a bit late coming out, isn't he?
Okay. Yeah, I think he might be confident enough after hearing his interview last week after the end of the race in Austria, how he feels about Paul Ricard. He seems comfortable enough, and it's his type of track, as he says, so expect him to be very quick.
Yeah, absolutely. And I spoke to Mac Babel, who I'm looking at now, who is pitting in at the moment in 9th place, 129.8. He says he doesn't fancy his chances here. He's not a fan of France. He'd be happy with a point or two, and he's kind of sitting in that kind of direction at the minute, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but there's a bit of a gap. There's time to be made there. If he gets out and does another stint and see how he gets on. Try and keep it to one lap on this. It's hard on the tyres. You want to have a good first stint as well. So I think it may be a case that just do one lap, come in, and then hope you have a better second.
Yeah, I see Conor O'Brien coming here through Sector 3, yet to register a time. Speaking with Conor earlier on, he said he's not a fan of France. He was very happy with 4th place last week after having 2 DNFs in the season. So he'd be happy to get points today. And let's see what he registers.
Yeah, he's coming into the last 2 corners here.
How are you, Mayo Man? Welcome to the chat.
Get a good exit out of this.
Here we go, across the line.
It's a long line. Long distance.
128.2. That brings him up to 3rd place. That's good, isn't it? You'd be happy with that.
It's a good lap. Yeah.
Slater, we'll go back to Slater now. He must be coming around for his hot lap. He's just on Sector 1.
Looks like it. Yeah, coming down onto the Mr. Straight now.
Talking to Slater earlier on, he says, just go out there, have fun. It's going to be close if it's dry. Have a nosebleed. Yeah, that's basically what he said there today.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just to harden the brakes out, 100 coming in, make sure he's a good apex here.
And of course,
straight out.
This is a very new track really to Formula 1. It only kind of joined us in 2018, didn't it?
Yeah.
And Formula 1 wasn't even in France for, what, 7 or 8 years or something? 10 years maybe?
Yeah, Manicourt, and never got to go back there. Still wasn't a big fan of Manicourt either. But this Paul Ricard is it's okay. It's high speed.
That might attribute to the fact that it's not very well liked track. People just haven't got used to it. I think.
Yeah.
Here we go. Slater is coming around on the Sector 3 now. Can he get pole? 127.8.
Pole 127.8.
300ths of a second.
So
400ths of a second.
It's close up
very
the top
close.
there. Yeah, it's close gap to the top 3. So
and here's Mayo Man coming around on Sector 3. Speaking to Mayo Man, he said that he's looking forward to it. He hates kind of being the slow guy around this track. So he kind of needs a few DNFs today to help him, is what he says. And I kind of feel your pain. It can be tough being at the back there, particularly when you come to likes of League of Ireland. It's tough. But 130.5, not a bad out.
Oh, yeah, it's not a bad time. Not a bad time now.
Lazar, 130.
Who else have you got? Still got mates.
We have Maisty coming around now. Is he on Sector 3? 128.7.
Yes, he's up into 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we currently have Big Slater on pole position, Sully in second, just 400ths down, Lima Wyland in third. It's going to be a great battle, I think, at the front for these 3.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, if we can keep it close at the start, get the DRS in and see how it plays out.
Exactly. There. Slater's coming around. He's not doing a second lap, I don't think. He'll be pitting here, I would imagine. Yeah, and he's in. So we got Tiger Roll is on an out lap. Not happy with his 11th place, 129.0. I spoke to Tiger Roll earlier on today, and he was telling me that he's not confident in France and is hoping for a top 5 position, which I think is where he's about, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but he's put in a lap time now.
But again, this is
Oops,
another
it is.
example of somebody not liking the track. Here comes Darwise now on sector 3. Let's see, can he improve on his 11th place? It's
Sully
equivalent to a
coming
car park
across now,
circuit.
doesn't he? Sully goes pole there.
Wow, 127.6.
127.6.
Oh, Slater's going to have
Yeah,
to come back out. Sully is putting it up
yeah,
today
that's good.
as Darwise comes in.
So we got, I think, Limo Ireland on that lap as
We'll go
well.
have a look at Limo, see can he improve.
It's coming into the last 2 corners now. See that last apex, nice exit out of here.
Beautiful exit.
The power away we go. DRS, it's quick.
127.897. It's not enough to move him up.
Yeah, not. No, it's
Unfortunately,
close
it was
though.
very, very
It's
close. I was looking at Macy in 9th. He's in the pits at the moment, but I spoke to him today as well, and he said it's his first time in France in a league race, so he hopes for a good qualification, low penalties, and he can aim for a top 6. So he's looking for a little bit of help today, Macy, and he's in 9th position, which is not a bad qualifying position, I don't think.
No, not at the moment, no.
It's hard to try and work out now where everybody is at. I think we're definitely. Slater begins his outlap. Yeah, he's not going to be happy back there in 2nd place.
No, definitely not. Still think there's definitely a few tenths in there.
Yeah,
Sure.
and his teammate Farrell is still in the
Close.
pits. I spoke with Farrell earlier on. I got a very strange response. I said to Farrell, I said, "Can your fortunes change?" And his answer was, "Yes."
Okay, well, look, remain positive. Remain positive.
Exactly. You know, he's confident. I actually replied saying that the viewers will be delighted to hear that. So there you go, folks.
Pits.
Slater's in, is he? No, Slater's still on his outlap. Limo Ireland
Outlap, yeah.
looks like he's coming in. Seabooks is out there on sector 3. We have Seabooks. Didn't get a chance to speak to Seabooks today. Maybe if his performance improves, he'll be on the menu for pre-race interviews.
Yeah, he's back into the pits.
Oh, he's happy enough with that. Tiger Roll, here he comes. Sector 3. 108.
Nice. Wide is he?
Oh, he went wide. Wow, that's his certainly lap invalidated anyway, if nothing else. Tiger Roll not having a great time out there.
There's one more round of noise here now, so get into the pits quick, get a
Exactly,
quick change,
yeah.
and away we go.
Darren O'Brien on sector 1. And of course we have Slater out there as well trying to...
So he's half a second up on sector 1. Down the Mr. straight now.
You know, you kind of feel, you put yourself in Slater's shoes here and you're thinking the adrenaline is gone, but this is just a walk in the park for him. He's going to get a 126 or something, isn't he? He's going to blow it out of the park.
His time trial is 127
break
flat
too early through there,
almost.
folks.
So
Apologies to cut you off.
oh no, it's grand.
And here he comes up to the start of sector 3. You didn't have a great start to this race last night, of course, when we raced in Tier 3. Or
Yeah, tier 3 last night. No, it wasn't a great start. Didn't make the first corner.
What happened to you?
Yeah, just so I got a good start. Better start than the last few races, and I sort of was gaining. Went on the outside. I could see Patrick Moyle in front of me, so I moved to right, and I could also see a racing point just move across. And obviously the knock-on effect of that, and me closest to the wall, I hit the wall.
Sorry, just
Damaged my
as
front
Slater
wing,
crosses
and
the
then
line in a 127.6, he gets back into first place. It's not a problem
Oh,
to him.
there we go.
Not a problem
Wow,
to him.
jeez.
Apologies there.
100 in it. That is very close up the top now. See what
Darren
Sully
O'Brien on
can
sector
come back with.
1. Yeah, will Sully go back out again? He probably will, won't he?
Yeah, why not?
So,
Just go for it.
yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
so
so-
you're telling me you DNF'd in the end. You got disqualified. DSQ'd.
Yeah, I got this. Yeah, for it's seemingly a mountain of penalties, but I think I looking back on it, and I was thinking, I felt another push after the initial incident when the pit wall ended, and I think I was pushed a little bit out into the pit exit, and maybe that's where all the penalties came from, and Yeah, so that's all I can really think of. Like
It
I
was a
felt
glitch in the
few
game,
impacts
realistically, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But
I kind of fell victim to that myself. Mayo Man asks, who's on comms? It is me, the Angry Chameleon, and Why Not C on comms here tonight, substituting for Budge. So here we go. Darren O'Brien, Sector 3, final few turns. Let's see what he can do.
I think he's coming in probably. He's a bit up. Let's see who's going to start.
Oh, he's in. He is in. Wow. I was fully expecting something from him there.
Slater's in.
Farrell is out.
He's 10th up.
I can't see where it's up on my menu. I think that's only you can see that.
I can just see it when he hits the sectors.
Dizzler, is Dizzler on a hot lap? Looks like he is. He feels like he can improve.
He is.
We have Darwise, looks like he's coming back out. Joshinator, we haven't spoken about Joshinator in a while. Is he? He's not a tier 1 man, is he?
Not sure, to be honest.
Let's have a look at Dizzler.
Check and see.
Coming down through Sector 2. I think we forgot to go back to somebody there, but for the life of me I can't remember who it was.
We got
Thanks a million, Farman. Much appreciated. Dizzle comes around with Sector 2, 6th position. He'll be happy enough with that. Darwise looking to best him.
Yeah.
Nasty out in the hot lap. I think Slater's done now. That's him. He's there's no need for him to come back out.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Not that he'd have the time now anyway.
Jeez.
Lazar in 129.4. I think he was missing from us last week. So it'd be interesting to see if the rust wears off. Excited to see Dizzler's back now.
Get this little couple across. Yeah.
No, not good enough. 128.207 stays in 6th place. Who else have we got out here? Oh, Oshin has gone back out. Oshin is out.
Yeah, yeah.
Tiger Roll is out.
Second sector is. He's just up on the second sector. A little bit out. 100 side.
McBabble is out as well.
Keeping an eye on Oshin here to see what type of luck comes in.
Yeah, we'll go to Oshin.
Still just a little bit out of his best. Let's see if you can get the exit here.
Nemo Ireland on a lap as well.
It's a good exit. Let's see if you can do it.
127.964. No, it doesn't move him up, does it?
No, it doesn't. Let's see who's next on track.
Nemo Ireland is on Sector 3, yeah. Just coming around for his last lap.
I think he's done.
Yeah, he's
He's
in.
in.
I would have liked to see another lap there.
Oh,
Maesty. What have you got for me, Maesty? He's on
Where's
Sector
he?
2.
there.
Dizzler's on Sector 3.
Conor O'Brien.
This is Dizzler's moment right now. Not sure if he's up or down. Of course, me being a little bit biased, want to see the McLaren's doing well. Nah, Dizzler's way behind. He's obviously coming in.
So we have Conor O'Brien coming in. Let's see.
Conor will be in 8th position with a 128.2. I think people are just coming in now. I think that's it. It's there's no point in even trying to register.
Black
Is there?
basket ahead of him. Let's see how he goes.
Conor will be. That looks like a good time. 127.8 jumps him up to 3rd position. Wow, fantastic!
Wow. Great position.
I thought the
great
time
lap,
was
great
gone. I
lap.
didn't think he had time to do it. He must have crossed the line.
Did a great exit there. Yeah, did a great exit. So.
And that, folks, brings us to the end, I believe. Mayo Man.
Yes.
That is the end of qualifying, folks. That flew in. P1, we have Big Slater. Sully, 2nd place. Only 200ths of a second. Conor O'Brien in 3rd. Limo Ireland 4th. Just pipped at the last lap there. We want to see a good showing from Limo. Ushin in 5th. Farrell back where he belongs, up in 6th. Macy, 7th position. Dizzler in 8th, Seabucks in 9th, Tiger Roll in 10th. Won't be happy with that. Darren O'Brien in 11th. So it's going to be an interesting start. Mayo Man, of course, here in 17th position. Is this Mayo Man? Yeah. I think we're in for a great battle in this race. It's going to be very interesting to see what the weather's like. But those top 5 people, my God.
Yeah, like there's 3/10 in between the top 5 there. You know what I mean? So it's very competitive.
It's impressive.
And then even down the midfield there, it's 28s all the way down. You know, so. Yeah, expecting a competitive
few DRS
race.
trains, I think, in this race. Just to get back to it, guys, P12 is Darwise. Raf Basket, who I think is new to the league, in 13th, excuse me if I'm wrong. Jocelyn Ader in 14th, who I think is moving up a tier for this race. Lazar, I could be wrong on that too, but I think he is a tier 2 driver. Lazar in 15th, McBabble 16th, and indeed Mayo Man in 17th. Get ready, folks. The French Grand Prix is ready to rock and roll. What's your predictions for this one? Why not see?
Well, you got to look at Slater as probably the favourite, all right. But I'd like to see probably Sully doing well. I think he's quite quick around here. I was in a lobby just before my own race yesterday, and I had a peek at his time and looking at him. So yeah, he's
a very skilled driver. He DNF'd
around.
obviously last week, which was a big shock to us.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Hopefully bad luck doesn't strike again, and he can give us a little bit of a performance. So, you know, are you saying Slater's first?
I'm gonna say Sully's gonna win this now. I'm just gonna go out there and go for the underdog in this. But yeah, that's my prediction.
And I'm actually going to echo you in a way, but in another way completely ignore you. And what I mean by that is I'm not going to pick Slater to win the race. I think this week is Liam O'Reilly's, the people's champ.
You think so?
As Mayo Man says, the people's champ. Yeah. This is his turn to get points. I'd love to see Farrell get a couple of points because he's had no points at all this season. Mayo Man, I'd love something to happen for Mayo Man again. Hasn't got any points this season. So I'm predicting Liam O'Reilly in first place, second place Slater, third place. Yeah, I go Sully for third.
Okay, right, so there we go. We have the podium.
And here we go, folks. Formation lap. This is your time to get your tyres in. And if you're on medium tyres at all, you're going to have a hard time getting them warmed up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to push it a little bit, but
two-stop
generally formation is
a two-stop strategy predicted here by the broadcasters. What would you say is the best strategy around this?
Well, I think you have to be very quick for a two-stop. I think, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. I expect a two-stop from the boys up in front because they probably have the pace around this track. But the guys in the midfield that have probably picked up the mediums now, and they could be looking to be well positioned and see how they go. Maybe go medium hards and stay out for the just do the one stop. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
And of course, you opted for the one stop strategy yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing. Yeah.
Well, obviously, unfortunately, I didn't mean to bring that. I
would like to have more.
I didn't mean to bring that up in a bad way, but I'm just trying to get a state of mind for you.
No, of course, no. I would definitely like to have a full Grand Prix underneath me before doing this. You know what I mean? But ideally, I'd like to have the feel of the tyres and what way the strategy could have went. Yeah. But we'll have to. So basically, have to see how the runners.
As you can see there, 11th down to 17th, all on medium tyres, with the exception of McBabble on the hard tyre. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that will be. He'd be out for longer. He looks after the tyres. You know, he could do well.
Yeah.
Get nice track position.
Tyre wear is obviously a massive factor on this track. So he should be out the longest, all gone well. So
yeah,
I think it's a good strategy for him in his position. Unfortunately, we have Oisin there, who, his amazing, interesting strategy that he was talking about earlier on hasn't played off, and he's had to revert back to the one stop.
Yeah, I think the guys at front were just a little bit too quick.
Okay, here we go, folks, as Slater lines up for the start of the League of Ireland Tier 1 French Grand Prix. Round 5, of course. Have a look for the lights. So we have a momentary pause as everyone gets ready. Here we go. 5, 4, 3 lights, 2 lights, 1 lights. And it's pedal to the metal. Blackout! Big Slater in first. Stays, he keeps it. Darwise moves up 10 positions. Mayo Man up 14 positions. This is crazy stuff happening here, folks. Ignore all that. Yeah. That's just the usual shenanigans, I think. I hope.
It's yellow flag.
We have a yellow flag in Sector 1. Not sure what's happening there.
I think it's okay towards the back. Oh, somebody's gone out. Mercedes. Who's that? Seabucks is spun out there at T3.
Seabucks, it's all over the place. It keeps changing on me. Apologies, folks. Seabucks is back on track. He's back racing. He's down 8 positions. Sully in second. Lima Wire in third. Conor O'Bee fourth. I think it's starting to...
Yeah, he's gone on the inside, isn't it?
Tiger Roll up 3 positions. Darren O'Brien up 3. Josh Nader up 5 positions. He'd be delighted with that. Mayo Man up 5. A fantastic start for Mayo Man. I wonder, I'm hoping that this is all correct information now, folks, and that it's not still missed. Because we have Dizzler and Macy down 7 and 9 and Seabucks out 8 positions.
We have all tight up to top 5.
Yeah, Sully right on Slater's ass. Conor O'Brien right behind him. Eno Ireland following Conor O'Brien here. This is the type of racing we want to see. Keep it up close and personal, folks.
Yeah. Keep this going for the next couple of laps and see how we go with DRS. Probably just a DRS train, but keep it close.
How many times can we get DRS train in this? Oisin approaching up behind Limo Ireland. Limo trying to make a move on Conor, perhaps. It's a tough enough track to overtake on. Limo Ireland making a move. No.
It is. A lot of your places we made in the corner before, making sure you get the exit out, especially now onto the straight.
Particularly when you have when you've such a fast track, weaving and turning like this, and everyone's bunched up. It's you nearly need to overtake 2 cars, never mind 1.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. And we've got Limo Ireland, got a great exit there.
Up on Conor O'Bee. Here we go. He's just wishing for a bit of DRS there.
The scenes.
Nothing turned on now till the next lap.
Yeah. We get it into Rostier. Nice line, got the power down.
Oh, and Oisin is all over the back of Limo Ireland, taking advantage of his moves.
Yes. See, it's a close group there.
Let's have a look at Oisin.
See how they go. Oh, there's a wide line by Limo Ireland there.
Limo feeling the pressure.
Yeah, she's got Limo got a good exit there.
Big Slater still in first position, Sully in 5/10, but it's very hard to take our eyes off the battle for 3rd to 5th. He's all over him. This is obviously playing into the hands of Conor O'Brien, because Conor O'Brien is getting a little bit of breathing room now.
He is, yeah, he has a nice bit of breathing room, and just needs to catch up with Sully and them. And yeah, we've got DRS the next lap, so
we're going to start seeing some moves there, folks. Just before that happens, let's have a look at Lazar down in last place, chasing Seabucks. And I'd love to know what happened. I'm sorry we missed it, but Seabucks, Massey and Dizzler, if anyone knows what happened to them, folks, let us know, because they will be disgusted with whatever happened at the start. McBabbel in 13th, Mayoman 12th, Raff in 11th, and Conor O'Brien about to make a move on Limo Ireland. 0.2 of a second behind him. 1/8.
Close.
No, it's a tough corner, that one, isn't it? You're
it is very hard.
You're always tempted to kind of accelerate when you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it's a great corner. It's probably one of the best on the track as well, especially when you get it good in a time trial or a hot lap.
It's kind of reminiscent of China for me, the first turn in China, that big sweeping turn.
Yeah.
As we come down the straight, of course, DRS is active.
Now, here we go. We might see something. Sully's in prime position behind
Sully
Slater.
right behind Slater here. 3/10.
He's got a good exit here now out of this sequence of corners
And
here.
penalties, of course, play a massive factor in this particular track, with the track limits being so strict.
Yeah, they are so straight. You know, you have to really keep it on the track to ensure that you're
No
not gonna
penalties.
get any warnings.
No
or
penalties as of yet for anyone, which is impressive.
No. Oh, very disciplined. Yeah. Here we go. Sully got the run. Doesn't quite have it just yet.
Slater starting to pull away ever so slightly. No, Sully's still on him. Sully, of course, 73% DRS. Slater, 81%. They're tapping into it. They're tapping into it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Into Labossiere again.
We have some news in from some of the viewers. Vin says Seabooks was fighting with Farrell into turn 3 and tried to move on the inside, and he ended up spinning after contact. Thank you very much for that. We no doubt will be reviewed during the week.
Appreciate that.
So gap Lima Ireland is full second behind Sully now. Conor O'Bee 8/10 behind, but Oisin is still putting it up to Conor O'Bee.
Yeah.
McBabble's sitting nicely there in 12th position on hard tyres. He'll be happy with that. As Oisin takes over, Oisin moves up into 4th place, taking Conor O'Bee, and he gets it with ease, and that's the power of DRS, folks.
Yeah. It's a nice run he got.
Conor O'Bee isn't able to keep up. Starting to slowly drop. 3-second penalty for Lazar for exceeding track limits.
Yeah. So we got Sully
here we go,
making
Sully.
a move.
Sully takes him. Sully takes Slater. Will Slater get the switch back?
Don't think so. I think he has it
has
done.
it.
He's right
He
behind
has
him.
it.
Yeah. Right, there's
Oh, and
lead
Slater's
push.
lost
Oh,
it!
so
Slater has
had a
lost
little
it, boys!
mistake.
Lima Ireland up in the second
Oh,
place.
Lima Ireland in the
Wow.
second. Wow.
Wow. It's not every day that we see
There we
Slater
go.
lose it. Dizzler gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh my god. Slater has rocked him. Like wow.
Yeah.
I'm lost for words, folks.
Yeah, you just seemed to lose traction there on the exit of that chicane onto the second half of the Mistral straight, and so yeah, it was well,
He's not infallible, or he is infallible. Which is the word? Wow.
I don't know, but it looks like Sully's pulled out a bit of a gap on Lima Ireland there, so he's out at DRS, which would be nice.
It's amazing to see, because we talk every week, or I try to build it up every week, that Slater is, he thinks it's a walk in the park, but I kind of think he's letting on, and it's more pressure than it is. But he's finally shown that he can crumble.
No, Sully had a bit of pace. Seems to have a bit of pace about him. He applied the pressure there as well. There was no holding back.
It was fantastic.
He had the move done. Yeah.
And Sully, let's just have a look at
We'll
Sully
have to
there.
wait and see how the recovery goes.
Out in first place in a League of Ireland Tier 1 race. And it's not due to pit stops. That's due to sheer driving skill.
Yeah. No, just sheer pace around here seems to be very
And
quick.
he's pulling away too. Wow.
Yeah.
I am shocked, folks. I must say, I am shocked. And Lima Ireland is starting to pull away from Slater too. Is Slater having a problem? We talk about the pressure that Slater's under, but let's think about you or Sully or Lima Ireland there now. You know the whole world is watching. You know this is your opportunity to make history, and you've got to feel that pressure.
Yeah. You've got to feel that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the weight of the world on his shoulders. But that's it. It's harder to lead a race than follow somebody. So maybe Slater's has the advantage now, where he can just watch these. There's plenty of laps left.
It's the advantage of experience,
so 21
doesn't
laps left. Yeah, exactly. So he could sit back, but there seems to be. They're closing up on Sully again, Lima Ireland.
Darren O'Brien just to make a move there before Tiger Roll pitted. So Tiger rolls into the pits. Nice and safe.
So we expect these guys probably going to be pitting this lap or definitely the next lap.
People
I'd
on
say.
softs, yeah, you'd expect to go in here. So this is,
Yeah, definitely.
This is where the people on medium, like Darren O'Brien, Josh and Nate are there in 7th, Darwise and 8th. They're going to have to step up now and start putting in some of their best laps.
Yeah, definitely. Now's the time to push. Stick it on Rich and use a bit of the overtake and just start getting good in laps. Last out with those tyres.
Absolutely. Tiger Roll comes out on hards. Macy comes out on hards. Seabucks is currently in the pit. McBabble's still on hards from the start of the race, of course. As Sully, Limo Ireland and Big Slater stay out, 6 lap bold softs. The top 5 have stayed out. Yeah. That's interesting, isn't it? Do they know something more? Are they
some detail? I don't know. I think they looked after their tyres quite a bit and probably their in-laps in qualifying as well. I know some of them going very slow.
But would that be counteracted perhaps by the fact that they've been racing so hard up until now? You would expect their tyres to have... Because they're pushing it every lap.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's why they're in Tier 1. They're able to look after the tyres a little bit better. Darwise about to make a move
on Josh Nader. 2/10. He was up to 1/10 there. Both on medium tyres, 6 laps old.
And we've got Raf Basket that could come in and take advantage of this as well.
Macy gets a 3-second time penalty. He won't be happy with that. Exceeding track limits. As Raf Basket makes his move on Darwise. A little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact there.
A little bit of contact there, but it's okay.
DRS is open.
Who's gone into pits? Now Big Slater is pitted.
Slater in the pits, pushing into the pits. Wow. Sully, Limo Ireland and Farrell staying out.
Sully needs they need big laps now. A big lap from Sully and Limo Ireland.
This is where the race is won or lost, isn't it? Big Slater comes out on hard tyres.
Hard tyres, okay. Right. So
that could be the strategy. There. Limo Ireland 79% DRS, Sully 33%. Sully pushing it a little bit more. You want to be using your ERS on these laps, don't you?
Yeah, these in laps, yeah, definitely.
Darwise making a move on Josh.
Looks like it's just close to the back of him.
Very close. We want to be braking too hard there now, doing that close to each other. And Raf Basket still on. We've a brilliant race here for 5, 6 and 7, folks.
See it. See Darwise probably closing in now.
Here we go to make a move on Josh.
Outside line. No.
He needed to go out a little bit further, didn't he?
Yeah, you need to be taking an outside line coming into there. It's I've been practicing it myself to try and.
Sorry, you're looking for Raf Basket.
Get an overtake there. Yeah. So who have we got? So we've got the leaders in the pits. Top three
have just gone into the pits, so this is going to be an interesting one.
Okay.
Darren O'Brien takes the lead. So we're going to be looking for Big Slater as he comes out now. Where is Big Slater?
Big Slater is
14th. Here he is. He's coming around the start line now. Let's see, can he get out ahead of
Really undercut work.
Limo Ireland. Here they're coming down the pit line now. Here they come out. Limo Ireland. No, Limo Ireland comes out behind Slater. Sully comes out behind Slater.
Wow.
That is unbelievable. Slater. Wow.
That's an incredible pit stop. Incredible. Like the time gained there is. Yeah. Wow.
That's unbelievable.
Time lost, I'd say.
They probably spent too much time fighting each other and not getting the perfect lap in. I'm shocked at that. This is back into Slater's hands.
Yeah, and Oisin on the softs.
Is still on softs, and he still has to pit.
And he.
Oh no!
He's on one lap softs.
Yeah, he put on another.
Yeah.
Oh, Oisin going for a two-stop strategy.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's up behind Mayo Man now. Okay, he's gone by.
Yeah, he gets Mayo Man. That's a two-stop strategy for Oisin. That's risky, isn't it?
Yes, Oisin. So Oisin's he's really going to have to push now. But he has to try and make what go to 20 seconds, 15, 20 seconds.
And of course, thank you, Farman. Of course, Limo Ireland comes out ahead of Sully in the pits. So we've a role reversal there.
Oh yeah. Well spotted. Thanks.
84%. DRS Sully on 43. So Sully has been pushing up until this point. So I think Limo probably has the upper hand here. This is a race. Yeah. Slater, Limo, and Sully are in a massive chance. Tiger Roll lurking in the background there. Okay, let's go up to Darwise. He's about to make a move here on Josh. As he comes around it, He's
It's
pulled away a
3,
little bit.
4.
Raf Basket's still there, putting the pressure on. We have a brilliant race here now for third, fourth, and fifth.
Yeah, Jesus, been close, very close. Yeah.
Oisin making
We
a move on
expect these
Conor
tires to
O'Bee
last maybe 11.
as they pass Lazar. Conor O'Brien passes Lazar. Conor O'Bee passes Lazar, and Macy gets a 3-second time penalty. Conor O'Bee. Oisin takes Conor O'Bee.
Yeah, well, he's got some pace on them soft tires.
He's got to. He has to. That's what they're there for, you know what I mean? If you're going to do a two-stop race, you've got to get the fucking most out of those tires. And excuse my French, folks.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
We're in France, so it's probably not too
Exactly.
bad.
Well,
Okay,
he's
Josh
really-
Nader.
he's really
Josh
pushing
Nader making a
on now.
move on Darwise and Raf. It's all happening now, folks.
Yeah, Raf has done well.
Josh Nader, can you tell me, is he a tier 1 or a tier 2 driver full time? Something telling me he's a tier 2, but he's doing fantastically well.
Yeah, he's doing well. Keep close to this battle here for
Big Slater
for
up into
third.
8th position. Conor O'Bee just directly ahead of him.
Just 2.5 seconds between Oisin and Big Slater, so that's the gap we'll have to keep an eye on.
Big Slater's just going to work his way up there. Of course,
think
the
so.
mediums are going to come under an awful lot of pressure later on in the race to get to the end.
Yeah.
Whereas the hard tires will have a little bit more in them at the end, so it's definitely going to even out. We have the first 5, or first 4 on mediums on 10 laps, so they're going to pit again. So we've got an interesting race on our hands here, folks.
Watch out for Mike Babel here as well. He'll have good track position after the mediums start to pit. So he'll have some extra laps on the hards. So.
And penalties, we have
Here,
Josh.
safety
penalties.
car,
We have a
safety
safety
car,
car,
safety
folks. What's
car.
after happening?
That's
Mayo Man has a DNF, folks. Mayo Man has DNF'd. The minute I take my eyes off the track just to try and look at something, I was looking at penalties. We have a DNF from Mayo Man. Awful, awful stuff.
Okay, this will be interesting now for pit stops. This will help
would you be
the
going
front guys at on the mediums. Well, if you're on mediums now, would you go to hards
They're
maybe?
essentially getting a free pit stop here, aren't they? Or a cheap pit stop, certainly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's see where the leaders are now.
yeah,
Yeah, all the leaders are pitted.
you'd have to go into hards now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. On the hards, and that's turned out great for the guys that went for the medium strategy in the midfield.
Absolutely. It's perfect timing for them. Unfortunate Mayo Man. There's always next week. And we have McBabble, Oisin, Conor B in the pits. Slater taking advantage of this. Slater's moving up into third, into second. And he's about to take first. Yes, he does. He takes first.
Okay.
As Darren O'Brien
okay.
comes out of the pits. And here
And then
comes the safety.
is that Limo Ireland,
In third position.
Raf Basket, there was Josh Nader, Babel coming out of the pips.
Everyone's pitting. Everyone is pitting.
Yeah, everyone's on
Everyone
the
except
hards.
Slater and Limo Ireland and Farrell have pit. Dizzler Dizzler hasn't
Babel
pitted.
is on mediums. No, Disney probably didn't need to pit.
No, he's on the 3-year-old hard, or the 3-year-old, the 3-lap-old hards.
Let's see, he also has a 3-second penalty.
The moment you take your eyes off it, we have a DNF and the whole thing changes. Wow. So I think the key now, guys,
See
is
how
to
long
kind
this
of
is.
conserve your fuel, keep your tyres warm, and of course don't hit the man in front of you. And I don't think we expect to see that at this level in Tier 1. But you never know.
No, I don't expect so. I have to see it. It's quite tight up at the top there. There was Raf Basket, Limo Ireland. They were all very quick. Farrell coming in behind him. Josh Nader, McBabel as well is one to watch on the medium tyres. So he'll have a bit of pace. So,
Yeah, and Vin is asking,
to wait.
is medium or hards the better option here at this stage?
I think probably the mediums, because I think the tire deg is quite high here. I noticed it throughout practice, on my own practice. Yeah, that the tire deg is quite high. So
So you would want to be on mediums.
or no, hards.
You'd be on hards,
I want to be on hards. Yeah, yeah.
Just as I turn around and into the commentary box, walks in Budge. Budge, welcome.
How's it going?
It's great to have you here. We're just on lap 12 here in France, and we've got 15 laps to go. We're under safety car at the moment. Would you believe that Sully was leading this race?
I was watching. Unbelievable! What an outlap from Slater to pull these 2 positions back.
It just shows you what he's capable of.
Yeah.
So, what's your take on the race so far?
Yeah, it's been interesting. It's 2-stop strategy for Mushin.
Yeah, which I'm surprised to see.
Yeah, well, he's seems to be putting a bit of a gap there. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't know how it's going to pay off, to be honest with you. But
well, I think
there's safety car now.
Safety car is going to ruin whatever chance he probably had of it.
Yeah.
Darren O'Brien in second position. I think that's probably relatively new to him, isn't it? Dare I say it? I hope he doesn't get a nosebleed. Limo Ireland in third, liking his chances still.
Yeah, definitely.
And Sully down in 16th. What's happened to him there? I know he pit. He's in trouble there, isn't he?
Yeah. And he's a good bit back as well.
Does anyone know what happened to Sully, folks? We've got Sully. Oh, he got his penalty. He had a penalty, did he? Okay.
Oh.
So the safety car is in this lap, folks. So let's see how Slater deals with this. Does he bunch them up and dart away?
I think he's giving it. He's still a good bit out on
Josh with
the final corner.
Josh in 7th place with 3-second penalty. Dizzler with 3 seconds. Lazar with 3 seconds. Seabucks with 5, and Macy with 6 seconds. As we're about to get this Grand Prix underway again. Darren O'Brien up 9 positions into second. Raf up 9 positions. Darwise up 7. Josh up 7. McBabble up 8. This race has been turned on its head, folks.
I must have jinxed Mayo Man.
Poor El Mayo Man.
And he's gone.
And off he goes.
Yeah.
Pushes away 1 second from Darren O'Brien. You're always getting that little advantage as you come around.
Raf Basket very close to Limo Ireland.
1.1
Slater
seconds.
seems to have got the better jump on them.
Limo Ireland 3/10 behind Darren. Yeah, he made a move here, Slater, didn't he? He caught him out.
Yeah. Yeah, he punched him way back and then went a bit earlier than expected, maybe.
Caught them sleeping.
We have Conor O'Bee
He did.
making a move on McBabble. With Josh just ahead.
Tight group there.
It's a very tight group we have.
5th, 6th, 7th groups.
Limo Ireland probably making a move on Darren O'Brien here as he moves up 2/10. He's going to have to pull out of it. He's going to have to pull out, yeah.
He's better of it there.
Darren, oh, and he goes. He's got him on the inside. No.
Better exit. Better exit there.
Top better of it. Top better of it. Limo Ireland, here he goes. He's making his move. And around he goes. Darren O'Brien was not taking any mess in there. He wasn't having any of it. He's like, take it away. I'll be happy with points. So Limo, go get Slater. That's your mission now. Conor O'Bee still up on Josh's ass. McBabble and Darwise just ahead. This is an interesting DRS train we have here. McBabble and Darwise. Who has the better exit? Have we got DRS? Oh, of course, wouldn't have been activated yet after safety car.
McBabble's out of DRS.
An interesting start. Oh, Conor O'B makes his move on Josh. Does he get him?
He's
They're wheel to wheel, side by side. Coming
T3.
around on the right hander. Gives him space. This is going to be key.
T4. It's great racing there.
And he takes him. Brilliant stuff. Plenty of space left.
Yeah, it's very good.
Just looking at Dizzler here.
O'Shane. O'Shane up the
O'Shane
inside.
up to Josh.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
nearly
could
whisked
it be
the wheel.
three-way?
Oh, Conor O'B.
He backs out.
Wow. That could have been an absolute disaster there. Conor O'B was way wide, but he still gets him. O'Shane is still pushing on.
Yeah.
And he takes him nicely, and his next prey is, of course, Conor O'B, directly ahead. Fantastic race we have here. McBabble making a move on Darwise again. As he comes around the inside. It's not good enough, he might need to wait for the DRS zone.
Oh, there's a little mistake with Darwise there.
It was very close, folks. Very, very close. But he's not letting
Looks
up.
like they're all backing up behind Darwise.
Yeah, isn't it? Darwise seems to be slowing them down. Wouldn't be like a McLaren, eh?
Great.
That was a bit like me last night. I just didn't have the pace in the track, and I just had to keep going and keep it clean.
And of course we have
But,
McBabble on 47% DRS. And Darwise at 67. So he's in good shape. He's in good shape.
Conor will be making progress here with McBabble.
Conor will be 2/10 up.
This will help O'Shane as well, coming up behind them as well.
Darwise right down to Sully. There's nothing in it.
See O'Shane's
Proper
out there.
DRS
Potentially
train.
see another safety
Half a
car
tank
by the end of
there.
this race, folks. They're that close. Big Slater is 1.3 ahead of Lima Ireland. Darren O'Brien in third. Raf Basket fourth. Farrell fifth. Darwise sixth.
Connor
This is where it is.
and
McBabble
McBabble
makes
on
his move.
Darwise.
Beautiful racing. Oh, a little bit of contact between Conor
He's
O'B
gone
and
right back to
Darwise.
his face.
He gets it back.
Darwise does take it back.
It's a great race.
Conor O'Brien is not ready to give up on it yet.
On the outside line here, maybe.
McBabble.
Let's
with
go,
six.
McLaren.
This is,
Oh, it's all about it.
McBabble said he wasn't a fan of this track at all, and he'd be happy with a point or two. He's going to get more than a point or two as Conor O'Brien nearly loses it.
So here we go. We've got O'Shane that's caught up right up to them now.
Limo's gained 4/10 on Big Slater. Thank you, Farman.
Yeah, he's in DRS now.
O'Shane is back on the hunt. Farrell sneaks up on Raf Basket. 0.2 of a second off.
Yeah.
Raf Basket goes a little bit wide. Farrell takes his chance on the outside.
This could be dangerous.
It could be. It could be.
Oh, he backs out. That's good.
He got it fairly handy.
Great respect there for Farrell.
Conor O'B 2/10
New by Raf Basket.
behind Darwise. This battle still continuing. And here we go. Conor O'Brien makes his move on Darwise. They're side by side. And he gets it. He gets it done nicely.
Yep. Just watching Limo Ireland on Big
Seabuck's get a
Sliders.
3-second penalty.
Limo Ireland's got 2/10 of Mr. Strike
see
there.
Yeah. Limo is back to 5/10. As O'Shane takes back. Wow, how can we take our eyes off this? Darwise takes the move, O'Shane takes it back. They're just swapping places here. McBabble holding everyone up, but fantastic drive by McBabble to stay strong under pressure.
Just to clear it up there, Josh Schneider is a tier 2 driver.
He is.
You were right in saying that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought that. He's had a fantastic race. Limo Ireland pulls back to 6/10. It's very hard to take our eyes off the middle of the field here, folks. Lazar back in final
I'll keep
place.
an eye out.
Seabucks makes a move on Dizzler, perhaps. Sorry, shoddy camera work there. And no, he maintains it. O'Shane on Conor O'B. They're cursing McBabble right now, aren't they?
Let's see that Ireland might have a run here.
Yeah.
And we're back with the leaders,
He
folks.
does.
He has.
Ireland's about to
He
take
has.
Slater.
I think
Here he
the
goes. He
outside line
gets
is
him.
the best
57% DRS. He has him. He has him.
That's
You
it.
get him on the
He's
right hand
nice.
side.
Just needs to get this.
Shit.
That's a brilliant
Sorry,
break.
apologies.
Oh,
Damn.
that is,
Well done, Limo Ireland. He is the champ.
big Slater right on
ERS
top.
90%
Right on
for
top of
Slater.
him.
Here he goes again, Adam.
On the inside is safe.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Yeah, we need to keep on the outside though. Maybe. On the outside.
Oh, the adrenaline must be
He has a
90s.
better line for the
Very
next. Good defending by Slater down the back straight,
It's
but
fantastic
wasn't
racing
enough.
between these two. We're going to see
No,
this
it's-
all season, folks.
We'll be back and forth, I'd say, for the next few laps anyway.
Of course, both on hard tyres. Slater's just a little lower, one lap.
O'Shea's getting the run on McBabble here. He might get them on the straight. Definitely on DRS.
O'Shea.
I think McBabble got a better exit.
O'Shea takes the inside, thinks twice about it, and takes a safe line through. Nemo Ireland now 5/10 behind Slater.
He needs a good
Slater's,
exit.
Slater's
out of this
pushing away.
seat.
Slater's starting to use. No, he hasn't used it yet. He's still on 100%. Slater just turns it on at will, doesn't he? He toys with us. O'Shea here making a move as Dizzler gets a 5-second penalty. O'Shea 2/10 behind McBabble. McBabble lost the position there to Conor O'B. That's understandable. As O'Shea passes him. McBabble down to 8th position. But don't be disheartened. Fantastic race you're having. Keep it up. Oh, McBabble goes for it again. Darwise gets another 3-second penalty. I'm sure he's got other penalties. Nemo Ireland is back to 3/10 of Slater, or within Slater. What a fantastic race this is turning out to be, folks. McBabble is making a move on O'Shea. He pulls out of it again. He got up to about 1/10. Tiger Roll just right behind Darwise here. Mediums versus hard tyres. And he falls back into line. Sully stuck
Slater.
behind Dizzler. Sully must be kicking himself right now.
Yeah.
Tiger Roll coming up on Darwise again. Did somebody just leave? Did I just see someone leave?
Don't think so.
Tiger Roll is pushing it here. 37% DRS. Darwise on 60. Tiger Roll wants that spot.
Nemo Ireland has to run on Slater again.
Sully, I think, got a
Accident.
penalty and got stuck behind the safety cars. I think.
Nemo Ireland has got the pass done.
Apologies, folks.
Slater,
Did I miss that?
Slater ran for the outside that time.
Were you trying to warn me of that? Were you? Sorry. Speak
No, it's
a
fine.
little louder there.
Yeah,
O'Shea
Ireland.
gets a 3-second time penalty. I was trying to read the comment at the same time, so apologies for missing that pass.
That's no worries.
Slater using 10% of his ERS. Nemo Ireland on 65%.
Yeah, set push.
If you look at the map,
Ireland
look how close they all are together.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, they're all bunched up. Anything can happen.
Very competitive.
From 5th down to
You've got
14th, it's
Slater.
all within a second. Like, it's mental.
Yeah.
Slater will have DRS now.
Slater has it on.
I think Nemo Ireland has got a little bit of a gap to him now, but
Nemo Ireland.
he'll keep close with it.
66%. Yes.
Fastest lap
Nemo
from
Ireland,
Limo.
fast lap 2, 133, I think I saw there.
Start to push now.
Can never write Slater off.
You never can.
Slater's
But
going to
Nemo
have
Ireland,
to probably
what a
on the
driver,
inside
what a
straight,
man.
I'd say. Yeah. He's pushing. Needs a good
It's
exit
our
here.
driver today. Masty gets a 3-second time
Those-
penalty.
There was rumours of you were going to be broadcasting from under Limo Ireland's desk today. That didn't seem to happen.
Well, funnily enough, I came straight.
Slater's
I came
gone
straight
the
from there.
inside dive.
Slater gets him.
Oh, okay.
On the
acoustic problems,
outside,
was there?
Yeah. Slater hasn't. Liam Ireland's got a good run though.
Slater takes first position again. Stop this.
This is going to be
Distracting
for the
me.
next 6
You're
laps, I think.
distracting the shit out
just-
of me here, but being under desks and I missed it, almost missed it again.
Connor OB.
Connor
Whoa!
OB.
Raf Bask, I think, just lost the back of it, and
Yeah, he's
Connor
right
OB
on
up in
him.
the 5th position. Ralph Baskin having a great race. He's relatively new, isn't he?
he's this.
Yes,
I think this
so-
is a debut race.
Debut
I think.
race, brilliant.
Yeah,
He'll be happy with that. No matter what happens from here. Oisin
Doing
making
well.
a move on Raf Basket as well. Sully back in 13th, about to make a move on Masty. No, as he pulls out of
And we have
Big Slater.
Limo right on top of Slater.
Big Slater just gets fastest lap at a 1:32, folks. Big Slater on 14 lap old tyres. And Rushing takes him.
Down boys.
Oh,
Josh
beautiful
Slater.
move from Ushin. As they touch wheels to get around the corner, Ushin takes him. Ushin up into 6th position. He was hoping for 7th place here today. Limo Ireland making a move again now on Slater.
We have. Well,
Slater pulls
we've
aside
got somebody
to make
lagging.
an offensive maneuver. A strange one. And Limo Ireland goes through. Slater pulled over there. I didn't know. That was very strange. To me, he took the wrong line through that. You want to defend
No, he
the
doesn't.
second turn, no?
Doesn't.
Slater comes
He
back
doesn't want
around.
the draft all the way up. Yeah. Same as all.
Very, very, very
Sec-
impressive thinking there from Slater. He was that far into it and he didn't want the draft. That's brilliant. Draft Basket makes a move on Farrell, but we can't leave Limo Ireland. Not right now. This is a fantastic race. Limo Ireland on 66%. Slater on 56%. They're pushing each other to the limits there, folks. It's beautiful to see it.
Liam Ireland has no warnings and no penalty, and Big Slater has 1 warning. So
So he is being
Oh,
pushed
really?
a little. He's being
Yeah.
pushed a little. The rest of the field tries to, spreads out a little bit.
oh, and that looked like a bit of a cut.
But these two are neck and neck.
Pushing now the last few laps of yellow flag in sector 3. Oh, Liam Ireland's.
Needs to keep it steady, get a good
Yeah.
exit.
Yeah.
So Limo Ireland's tyres are just 1 lap younger. Josh Nader with a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah.
With those, will that 1 lap make a difference? Here we go. We're going to find out now, folks.
He
Yeah.
seems to defend on the outside a little bit better than the
I
inside, I
think
think.
It's in the wrong
The outside's a better line.
Yeah.
We got it done.
Limo
No,
Ireland ahead
I
again.
think he gets a better exit though. I think that's.
Slater making the move. Tiger Roll gets a 3-second penalty.
Did we have Matey DNF?
And Big Slater's in
Yeah.
the lead on the way around
That's
the
it,
corner. Limo Ireland on the inside. Slater keeps it. Slater keeps it.
Oh,
Oh, Slater spins. No.
no, Limo.
Or sorry, Limo. I mean,
Ireland
apologies.
just- Oh, Liam Ireland.
Oh.
Just a little touch of wheels, just a little touch of wheels. I think that's enough. I think that's going to be a warning for Big Slater of going off track as well.
Wow. It just shows you,
I know,
this is what
Darren.
Slater does, he pushes you to the absolute limits.
No
Darren
warning.
O'Brien has done well out of this as well.
Darren O'Brien up in 4th position.
Third, no?
Oh, sorry, 3rd, apologies.
Limo with the
3rd.
gearbox glitch.
I'm not with it at all tonight, folks. Josh Nader down to 14th, unfortunately. Limo Ireland, he's back on the hunt though, isn't he? It hasn't phased him. He's going to have another crack.
Yeah.
81%. Big Slater, 70%.
Right.
Raf Basco up the inside of McBabble.
You know what's happening?
Oh,
As the overtake
Mac Papple
happens,
holds
they
it.
switch out 2 to 1-2.
Liam
Oh,
Ireland.
Limo Ireland takes 1st position again.
Yeah.
Wow. He's is it a case of one
Slayer must have lost time.
lap?
Here we go
Makes the
again.
move again.
On the outside. Has
That's
it
what's
done.
happening as the turns happen.
Yeah. Liam
L2 and R2
Liam
are
Ireland
changing.
needs to get a great exit here.
This is phenomenal racing, folks.
Yeah.
Slater goes up the inside,
So. Yeah.
or the outside, I should say, is it? Here we go.
Oh. Plenty of space given. on the outside line. Liam
Liam Ireland
Ireland.
takes it with ease.
He does,
And he builds
yeah.
a bit of a gap. 0.6 of a second.
Yeah.
The more these laps go by overtaking each other, they're going to learn better lines and better ways to defend. So
Conor O'Brien
Taking
in
this-
third position, pushing a little bit of pressure on Slater. Sorry, Darren O'Brien and Conor O'Brien behind him. Ushing behind them again.
yeah,
Top 5.
third and fifth for the
that's-
for the racing points. That's good. We don't get that sort
It
of
would
stuff
be
down in
nearly-
tier 3.
It'll be nearly impossible to predict it. Oh, and Conor O'Brien loses it. Oh, and Usheen loses it with him, and his wing is gone. They will be devastated, folks. Devastated.
Wow. Commentator's curse
Oh,
for the
wow. Just as we were talking about a fantastic podium. Normal business has resumed.
That's it. And then Farrell and Tiger Roll have
Caught that nicely too on camera.
done well out of this.
Slater is nearly a full second behind him. Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 laps ago. This is it, folks. Has the Chameleon called the race? Unfortunately, Sully isn't up in third place to finish it off. But we have Liam Ireland possibly on the way for his first victory. 66% ERS, exactly the same as Slater. Limo with a lap younger tyres. Sully 3-second time penalty. And let's look at this man, Limo Ireland. He's had a wobble. He's already had his wobble and he's recovered from it. And that's a test of character. You come back from something like that. He
Yeah.
deserves it.
He's doing very well. Very well. Pushing really hard.
Darwise.
Keeping Slater at bay at the moment.
Yeah, the rest of them are all 4 or 5
Darren-
seconds, folks. There's no point in even looking anywhere else right now. Let's follow Limo.
Can Darren O'Brien with younger tyres maybe catch up with a bit of Slater and put them under pressure?
Imagine taking
We'll have to
Slater off
watch
the
this
You'd have
podium.
first
to-
sector.
Imagine taking Slater off the
Well,
podium.
I don't think that's going to happen now, but with Farrell a bit too far behind, but
The penultimate lap.
But Darren
Darren
O'Brien
seems to
is,
be dropping back.
he is catching. What, Darren
Seabrooks
O'Brien
is moving up.
he's up and down.
Have a look at
he was
Seabrooks there, folks.
1.7 behind.
He possibly
Oh,
might
well,
be in
he's
for
back
points.
to 2, yeah. So we're seeing Slater is now
Slater on 50%
6
DRS.
tenths.
They're both neck and neck on ERS. Come on, Limo Ireland.
I think this is Lemos.
Slater was
I think Slater's under pressure.
He needs to hold him off. Look at that. That's a great exit out of that chicane.
Yeah.
He needs to just make sure he has the inside line and seals here.
Seabooks chasing down Usheen in 10th place.
Tidy into.
Both take that almost
Yeah.
expertly.
Wow, he's after taking a half second out on that lap.
Start to push.
Folks, you are watching history being made in the making.
Slater will have a decent exit.
Good
here.
line there.
Okay, here's Slater's DRS.
Liam Ireland done very well.
Final lap, folks. We are on the final lap, lap 27 of the French Grand Prix. Does it get any more exciting than this? Big
Liam
Slater.
Ireland is going to need to really push now with the draft now down the main straight.
Slightly more ERS on Lemo.
As they come around
10%.
the corner, 3/10. You don't have many more corners to make.
Final
Conor
lap.
O'Brien trying to make a move on 6th place.
Bottom.
On McBabble. Seabooks pushing Usheen there in 10th for 10th place. We can't move off it though, folks.
No.
Liam's defending, is he?
He's staying in the middle of the road though. I was thinking that was a good spot to
Here we
be.
go. DRS is open. Full
Yeah,
ERS.
good spot to be.
Excellent. Yeah.
Nemo takes a kind of a central position.
Sacrifice compromises a bit of
Fantastic
entry,
stuff.
but
Come
yeah,
on,
he needs to
Limo
keep it
Ireland.
tight.
You can do it, man.
This is going to be
Yeah, it is.
tight.
Very tight. If he can get through this section, he should be good. That's it. Keep it tight. Hit the bastard on now.
Oh, Slater makes his move. He's putting him under pressure.
oh.
Slater gets a very good
That's
exit.
it.
Oh, and Slater has
Oh,
been pushed.
no!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
And where's Darren?
Oh my god!
Darren! Will Darren catch him?
Darren's
Down O'Brien.
right
I don't think
behind
so.
him. I don't think he will, but
He won't. No. Slater's back on it.
That is going to be
well done
unbelievable,
from Liam
folks.
Ireland. That was
I think
was
Limo Ireland
exact same thing.
Limo Ireland comes around to take the French Grand Prix win. Will it go to review? Could this roles be reversed? I don't think so. Fair and square.
I
People's
think that
champ,
was exactly
number
the same.
one. Slater second, Darren O'Brien third.
That was exactly
Farrell
the
in
same
fourth.
incident as Limo spinning
Tiger Roll
a
fifth.
few laps
Conor
previous.
O'Brien sixth. Raf Basket seventh. Tiger Roll just retired at the end there. Darwise eighth. O'Sheen moves into 9th. Seabooks gets his point for 10th. It looks like Tiger Roll hit the wall just before he passed the line, or just as he passed the line, and he's now DNF'd out of the race. Unbelievable.
Sully will go up a spot.
That has changed everything. Seabooks, I think, deserves points. He was pushing really hard during the race. But Tiger Roll, oh my God, what happened to you there, mate? I think he went over to probably wave at the crowd and smashed into the wall. Said he wasn't confident, hoped for top 5, and blew it. But this is the man of the moment, folks. Limo Ireland, the people's champ, takes podium here at Paul Ricard. Fantastic. McBabble gets driver of the day. I'm not going to argue with that, to be fair. That was fantastic. If you could get them in here, folks, it'd be great. If we get the podium sitters in.
I'll invite Slater there for you.
So we've Limo Ireland in 1, Slater second, and who did we have third? Conor O'Brien.
Darren O'Brien.
Conor or Darren?
Darren O'Brien.
Darren O'Brien.
Darren.
Wow. Folks, absolutely fantastic stuff. We are back. Where are we next week? In Bahrain, I believe, is it?
Bahrain, yes.
Yeah, we will be in Bahrain next week, folks, from Sunday from 9 p.m, Monday and Tuesday from 9:30 p.m. for Tier 2, Tier 3 and Tier 1 racing. But let's stick around for some interviews with some of our heroes. Give Farrell a shout out, our first driver for Ferrari. Yes, absolutely. And I actually forgot about that. Thank you, Lil Sid. Farrell's Ferrari. And he finished in 4th. So that's a big change for him. And he said his fortunes could change later on in the race. There's your official standings. Limo 1st, Slater 2nd, O'Brien 3rd, Farrell 4th, McBabble 5th, Conor O'Brien 6th, Raf Basket 7th, welcome to the league, Darwise 8th, O'Sheen 9th, and Seabooks in 10th. Dizzler, Lazar, Josh, and Sully, no points unfortunately. Great race from Josh to come up a tier. Okay, do we have any of our podium sitters in with us?
I just got in Slater an invite. I'm looking to try and get Limo and Darren. I think I might have to wait till it goes back to the main lobby because I haven't got them on the
No problem.
friends list.
Absolutely. Did you enjoy that race, folks?
Looking
Yeah.
at Slater. That was a good race.
good
That
race.
was.
It was very
I
good
think
race.
right at the end there, where Slater they hit wheel to wheel. That was exactly the same as the incident a couple of laps previous with Limo. I don't think there could be any complaints from either side there. To be fair, it was
It's a racing incident
just-
if you ever saw one. You know, it definitely is.
Yes.
And who had our fastest lap there? Meeple's champ. Sully has fastest lap. It's a consolation, I suppose, for him. But unfortunately didn't make it into a point.
To try and find out what happened to him. Such a good position to.
Let's try and get the people in here because I think it's down as a private party. Is that what our issue is here, folks? Where am I going? We need to get these guys in.
Well, I just jumped in.
Where am I going?
You're gonna have to get Big Slater to invite the other two.
Why can't we get the
Just
guys in?
invite Big Slayer.
It's not a private party.
Can you send an invite to Big Slayer there and he might be able to
I'll
invite
send
other
to
people?
Slater and to
Yeah,
Limo.
that's what I did do. Yeah.
Apologies for this at home, folks. We are going to move on to the interviews. It wouldn't be League of Ireland or a stream with us if there was no technical difficulties from time to time. Mercedes finally, all parties are now private parties. Oh, they are. Mercedes finally gets some points. I think it's been a while. It sure has. And we have Limo Ireland.
Here we go.
The
we have
people's
the winner.
champion finally gets first place. Limo Ireland, congratulations.
Thank you. That was a great race.
That was.
Is your audio on share?
Are you sharing your audio? You're
Yeah, it's not there.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
not always allowed.
Let me know
yeah.
at home, folks, if you can hear Limo. It was a fantastic race. Talk us through the last couple of laps there. Talk to me about your heart rate. How did you feel?
It was pumping so loudly. it was like vibrating the chair.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well,
Pure adrenaline. Obviously, you know.
yeah.
There's probably going to be talk on the Discord for a while now over the incident and in one of the last corners there. What's your take on that?
It's just, I think it's just the type of corner it is. Like, I did something similar about 2 or 3 laps before. It's just not worth it, is what I've learned. It's not worth going down on that corner. You're just wishing to get spun.
Yeah, and I guess you kind of both made the same mistake in kind of desperate measures. You obviously did it and you spun. Slater did it, and we'll talk to him in a moment, and he spun. But it's a sign of desperation, isn't it, when coming up to the end of a race?
Yeah, it's well, it was a small bit, but it's also the corner. The corner isn't designed for 2 cars. It's especially on the inside. You just have nowhere to go.
Yeah. No, it was fantastic stuff. The whole race, folks. How was your tyres at the end? Were you struggling with them?
No, they felt good. I did a bit of a race sim earlier in the week, and they were on 80%. So I did an extra lap on the softs and the safety car. So I think they were good enough. Yeah,
absolutely. And the safety car did kind of change things up a little bit. You came out behind Sully.
Brought
you came
all
out
the
ahead of Sully.
midfielders into play.
Yeah, you came out ahead of Sully in the pits, which was obviously you were happy with, and then Sully had this unfortunate incident. But listen,
Sully in the pit lane just stopped. I don't know what he did, but he just stopped.
Okay.
Well, maybe that's the reason.
It's unfortunate. He has no luck at all. But listen, you're the man of the moment. Congratulations on your first of hopefully many wins in Tier 1.
Can we get Darren O'Brien in?
Yeah, Slater, if you can get Darren O'Brien in, it'd be appreciated.
Yeah.
Slater, how are you feeling? Now, I don't want to hear the bravado. I don't want to hear, oh yeah, it was a good race, you know, the best man won. I want to hear how you feel. How do you feel?
Good.
Good.
Because just the way the incident happened, you know what I mean? I slowed down on mine and he just zoomed off. I let him go ahead. So just goes to show you, like, as you said, desperation. I think one driver was desperate today than the other, but oh well, look, what can you do anyway with it?
Well, that's it, and I think the two incidents balance each other out. Would you be looking to take this to review, you think?
Yeah, I'll look back at it and then I'll take it to review, because I was closer to him coming up to that corner when he wasn't as closest to me, and he started derating, so he's losing a lot of power. So I'll have a look at it anyway and see what happens.
Yeah,
they were very, very, very similar. As I said, if you backed out to kind of make up for it, that's a different story. But they look nearly identical.
The actions after it, though, what was?
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah. I didn't see him slow down.
It's the last lap of the race, and I wasn't going to slow down.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
That's fair.
It's a different story. Yeah.
Slater doesn't get to where he is, you know, being a god among us basically here in League of Ireland by being nice. Do you know what I mean? So if you have an opportunity to take a win, you take it and you cut throats if you have to, and that's just the way you got to be. Meeple Shamp says yes. Was going to say Slater deliberately slowed down to get back to position. You know, and I think when you get to the position in life where you are the god, you can sometimes give out a few breadcrumbs.
But okay, but
it was a brilliant race for the 2 years either way, back and forth.
Slater, I had just one question about it, because I was watching a lot of the to and fro between you guys. Were you calculating the laps and the tows going down the main straight?
Yeah, I knew it. Like, I just seen it. Like, when Neve gave me an answer, like, put up a battle, you knew I had him straight away.
Yeah.
So you knew what part of the track. Sometimes I'd go to the inside, sometimes I'd go to the outside, and sometimes he'd outbrake himself. I could see he was twitching on the last lap, twitching the car at the back end. And it's more mental. It's more mental than anything else.
It seemed like it was like high heart rate stuff there too.
Yeah, good question though.
Fantastic question, and that's why we have some of the experts in with us. To be fair, Slater, I suppose. No, and we appreciate it. Slater, I suppose it's for you. It's kind of, you know, your experience at this. Whereas we look at Liam Ireland, who's a new, young, kind of raw talent. Do you see yourself in him at all? Like, do you remember when you were like that?
No, it's just completely different driving styles. He's just himself, and that's the beauty of the game.
So
Everybody doesn't.
But what I mean is, where
man.
you weren't always as good as you are now. You know, was there a time where you were?
No, it's like everyone else. Everybody wasn't as good. It's like even though I race on a Wednesday and there's quicker drivers than me, so they have to start somewhere
It's like blood
as well.
from a stone, Slater. It's like blood from a stone.
It's like you when you started the game. You race yourself now compared to the start of the game.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it's all about experience, and I think
Start to probably be.
you've got bucket loads of it anyway, Slater. I just, do you feel that your season is somewhat under threat now?
Nah, I have the championship. I can win it in Bahrain next week. So, and Bahrain's probably one of my strongest tracks because I judge my stronger tracks of the lads who I race on the Wednesday because they're the quickest drivers in the world, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I got a podium, and that obviously someone got a penalty, but I was very quick. Like I was able to keep up with the top boys. So, be interesting now
And
to
that's
see.
obviously happened in your game too. Darren,
Yeah.
welcome. Congratulations on your third
Well,
place
it's
finish.
got-
Talk
Cheers.
to me about your race.
Well, I tried to start in the mediums and was far too slow for it, and then I ended up finishing 11th. Got fairly lucky with that, and I was in first then on the mediums, and just got very lucky with the safety gap.
You did. You're a Dundalk man, are you?
Close,
Close.
15, 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Already.
I wasn't expecting the accent. What a beautiful accent it is. The dulcet tones of Darren O'Brien. So, but you have to be delighted with finishing. Did you think coming into this race that you would have possibly finished on the podium today?
No, I was looking for a top 10 really. I thought everyone would have tried us out in the mediums for one stop, then they were doing it one stop anyway in softs.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the end I was trying to keep ahead of DRS at a foul, and then Cobb caught me up, and
It was a fantastic
He
battle
actually spun at the end.
kind
It
of
was
third to
unlucky.
sixth position. It was a fantastic battle going on in the midfield there, and you obviously came out the better with it. So congratulations.
cheers. Thanks
Tell
very
me,
much.
did you see the incident between Slater and Limo? Were you that far behind?
No, I think it was 4 seconds. I saw the first one, and then Liam was spun, and then at the end I saw Slater spun it. I thought I could have got second.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we were watching that. All right,
No,
yeah.
it was an absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic
because
race.
you were very you were very close when I let Lamo back, weren't you? You were
yeah,
very
I was
close.
taking over, but I didn't want to risk third. I was too much.
Yeah,
to
I
lose.
think you were like about 3/10 behind us on the main
Yeah,
straight.
I was, yeah,
And you
right
were on
hand
fresh
there.
rubber as well, so I was a bit, wary of that. Like,
Yeah, no, I didn't want to risk anything though. I would have.
yeah, well
That's
done
all
anyway,
easy.
buddy. Well done.
Cheers.
That's your second podium now, isn't it?
First was Vietnam. It was first points ever.
Yeah, second. Yeah. Well done. Again, you've improved like so much, as I was saying.
Yeah, no,
Don't worry, he says that to everybody
playing
because
joke.
he's afraid of their shite that they leave the league or something.
I think everyone has though loads.
No, it's,
Slater, to be fair
just
to
talking
him,
facts
Slater,
here.
he is a good champion. To be fair, like he'll win a race, and now he'll spend the next 20 minutes texting people, telling them how great they were. So
Yeah.
we do appreciate that as well. Listen, folks, that's all we've got time for this week. An absolutely fantastic.
Hold on,
No,
hold
I'm
on.
sorry, Sully or Slater. If you want to chat with me, just have a chat offline, okay?
No. I just want to praise Darren there to the audience. I think they want to hear it.
Well, look,
I'm just saying, yeah,
you're a fantastic
when
phraser.
Vietnam
but you
came.
told me the same thing when I was here. You know what I mean? Week one. I still
Yeah,
get
but-
it. I still get the odd
You're a
message
bottle
from you.
job, so you're a bottle job, so
The difference is he had a good
That's
race. Darren
probably
O'Brien
more
had a
close
great
as like a
race.
bottle job.
He did.
He did
that's a bottle job. That's a bottle
It
job.
was a very good,
Nervous.
very good race. The strategy helped, and yeah.
Yeah, no,
Well
it
done.
is. You definitely deserve it.
Yeah.
It's not easy to finish in the points in Tier 1, never mind on the podium. So it's a fantastic achievement.
No, I'm gonna.
I think it's important to
I'm gonna
mention.
puddle of sweat now.
It'd be neglectful of me if I didn't mention Farrell. Farrell finished in 4th place, his first points of the season, and his first drive for Ferrari. So that's obviously a fantastic result for him. And how do you feel? Obviously, Slater being his teammate, are you delighted to see some success?
Yeah, I just add smart points to the total. Just keep adding them points. That's all I like. Yeah, 3 years in a row that Ferrari
Yeah.
constructors and new champs. So I doubt no one will catch us anyway now.
Excellent stuff. Folks, that is pretty much all we have time for. If you don't mind, I'm going to give a quick plug. Tomorrow, League of Ireland is not back till 9 o'clock next Sunday GMT due to daylight savings time, as Slater likes to remind me. We're 9:30 next Monday and Tuesday. But tomorrow, if you want your racing fix, tune in to Wheel Racing, where myself, Budge, and all the crew will be in France again racing. And also, obviously, for you fans of everything America with your Black Friday sales, it's Thanksgiving this Thursday, folks. And if you want to be thankful for something, please tune in to the Meeples Champ. He's basically launching a stream Thursday and Friday to raise money for Pieta House. It's a charity event, so tune in for some fun and games and a bit of messing, and hopefully donate stuff. There's free computer games to be given away. There's all sorts of crazy stuff happening, so tune in there on Thursday. That's a jam-packed week that you have, folks. That's everything for tonight. Budge, Slater, and not Slater, you've spoken enough. Budge, why not see? Anything you'd like to say before we close?
Look yourself.
No, just
Great racing from the top two. Sorry.
Yeah, like sure. The whole grid was very competitive. Well done, lads.
Yeah, a fantastic race as always. Why not see your first debut commentary session? Fantastic job. Thanks very much for joining me, and Budge for coming in later on.
Thanks, why not? Thanks, Budge.
Take care, folks. This has been.
Sorry, can I say one
Jesus
thing? What happened
Christ,
to
Slater.
Did you
Roll
get
it there,
that?
Roshi.
Did you get that on the stream at the end with Sully and Mayo Man?
We
Did you
caught
get
him. I think
anything?
I think we might have caught a bit of Sully. Yeah, we'll have to look back on it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what happened on that.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
replay is
Cheers.
always there.
That's
Folks,
it.
listen, this has been Tier 1. Round 5 is now over. We move on to round 6 next week. Good night, God bless, and thanks for joining us.